Look up at the night sky, and there it is, the moon, our closest cosmic neighbor, a silent companion that has guided human navigation, inspired myths, and stirred wonder for every generation on Earth. For thousands of years, we've gazed at its silvery glow and told stories of gods, monsters, and destiny, written in its light. But among all the moon's appearances, three events stand out as the most breathtaking, the most misunderstood, and the most talked about: the supermoon, the blue moon, and the blood moon. If you've ever mixed them up, wondered why one looks huge, why another has a strange name, or why one glows red, you're not alone. Let's start with the supermoon, the moon that looks like it. Come closer to say hello. First, let's get the basics straight. The moon does not orbit Earth in a perfect circle. Its path is an ellipse, a gentle oval shape, which means sometimes it is nearer to us, and sometimes it's farther away. Astronomers call the closest point in this orbit perigee, and the farthest point apogee. A supermoon is simply a full moon that happens when the moon is at, or very near, perigee. That's it. No magic, no mystery, just cosmic timing. How big and bright is a supermoon compared to a regular full moon? On average, the supermoon appears about 14% larger and 30% brighter than a full moon at apogee, often called a micromoon. To put that in simple terms, imagine holding a quarter and a nickel side by side. That small but noticeable difference is exactly how much bigger a supermoon looks to our eyes. When it rises near the horizon, the effect is even more dramatic thanks to the moon illusion. Our brains make it look enormous against buildings, trees, and hills. You will see every crater and mare more clearly, and its light will cast soft, bright shadows on the ground. NASA scientists note that supermoons happen 3 to 4 times every year, often in back-to-back months, making them the most common of the 3 special lunar events we're talking about today. It is also important to clear up a myth. Supermoons do not cause earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, or extreme natural disasters. They do make ocean tides a little higher, called perigean spring tides, but that's the only real effect on our planet. The supermoon is all about beauty and scale, not danger. Now let's talk about the blue moon, the most misunderstood moon of all. Here is the biggest myth to bust right away: a blue moon is not blue. The name has nothing to do with color, and almost all blue moons look just like any other full moon, pale white or soft gold. So where did the name come from? The blue moon is a trick of our calendar, not a trick of light. There are 2 official astronomical definitions, and both are based on timing, not color. The first and most popular definition, a blue moon, is the second full moon in a single calendar month. Our Gregorian calendar months are 28 to 31 days long, but the lunar cycle, the time it takes for the moon to go from full moon to full moon, is about 29.5 days. That small mismatch means every once in a while a month will cram in 2 full moons. The first is a normal full moon. The second is the blue moon. This happens roughly every 2.7 years, making it a rare, but not once-in-a-lifetime event. The second, older definition, a blue moon, is the third full moon in a season that has 4 full moons instead of the usual 3. Seasons are about 3 months long, and normally have 3 full moons. When there's an extra one, the third gets the blue moon label. This version is less commonly used today, but it is where the phrase, once in a blue moon, came from, meaning something rare but not impossible. Is there any way a moon actually looks blue? Yes, but it is extremely rare and has nothing to do with being a blue moon. After massive volcanic eruptions or huge wildfires, tiny ash or dust particles high in Earth's atmosphere can scatter red light and make the moon appear pale blue. This happened after the 1883 eruption of Krakatoa, when people around the world saw blue moons for years. But that's a weather event, not a lunar one. So remember, the blue moon is a calendar event, not a color event. Now, we reach the most dramatic and haunting of all lunar events, the blood moon. This is the moon that turns a deep, haunting red or copper color, like something out of a fantasy story. Unlike the supermoon distance and the blue moon calendar, the blood moon is all about eclipses, specifically a total lunar eclipse. Let's break down how this magic happens. A total lunar eclipse occurs when the sun, earth, and moon line up perfectly, with Earth directly between the sun and the moon. Earth blocks the sun's direct light from hitting the moon, so our planet's shadow falls onto the lunar surface. But here's the twist: the moon doesn't disappear completely. Earth's atmosphere acts like a giant cosmic lens and a color filter. Sunlight passes through our atmosphere, and shorter wavelengths, blue, green, purple, get scattered away by air molecules, just like why the sky is blue during the day. The longer wavelengths, red, orange, yellow, pass through and bend around Earth, casting a warm red glow onto the moon. That's why we see a blood moon. It's sunlight filtered through Earth's atmosphere, painting the moon red. The exact shade of red can change depending on how much dust, smoke, or clouds are in our atmosphere. More particles make a darker, deeper red. Clearer air makes a brighter, coppery red. A blood moon is visible from anywhere on Earth's night side during the eclipse, and it lasts for about an hour or so, long enough to watch the transformation from bright full moon to glowing red orb and back again. Blood moons happen about every 2 to 3 years, much less often than supermoons, but more often than blue moons. For ancient cultures, the blood moon was often seen as a sign of change, a warning, or a sacred event. No surprise, given how shocking and beautiful it is to see the moon turn red in the dark sky. Now that we've explained each one individually, let's put them side by side, so you can see the key differences at a glance. This is the part that will make you a lunar expert among your friends. First, what causes each event? Supermoon. The moon is at perigee closest to Earth during a full moon. It is all about distance. Blue moon, the second full moon in a calendar month, or third in a 4 full moon season. It is all about calendar timing. Blood moon, a total lunar eclipse where Earth atmosphere filters sunlight red onto the moon. It is all about alignment and light. Second, what they look like. Supermoon, larger, brighter, silvery white full moon. Blue moon looks like a normal full moon, no color change. Blood moon, deep red or coppery glow, dimmer than a normal full moon. Third, how often they happen. Supermoon 3-4 times per year. Blue moon, about once every 2.7 years. Blood moon, about once every 2-3 years. And now for the grand finale, the super blue blood moon, when all 3 events happen at the same time. This is the rarest lunar event of all. A full moon, that is a supermoon, close to Earth, a blue moon, second in the month, and a blood moon, total lunar eclipse all in one. The last time this happened was 2018, and it won't happen again for many years. Truly, a once-in-a-generation sight. When you see a super blue blood moon, you're re-witnessing a perfect storm of cosmic timing, distance, alignment, and light. It is the moon's greatest masterpiece. Whether you're an experienced stargazer or someone who just looks up once in a while, these lunar events remind us of the beauty and order of our solar system. The moon doesn't just hang in the sky, it dances, shifts, and puts on shows that have fascinated humans since the first person pointed upward and wondered. The supermoon shows us the scale of our cosmic neighborhood. The blue moon shows us the quiet quirks of time and orbit. The blood moon shows us the magic of light and shadow across millions of miles of space. You don't need a telescope to enjoy these events. All you need is a clear sky, a few minutes, and a sense of wonder. Step outside next time there's a supermoon and feel how bright and big it is. Mark your calendar for the next blue moon and smile knowing you're re-seeing a rare calendar trick. Stay up late for a blood moon and watch the moon turn red before your eyes. These are free universal wonders that connect everyone on Earth under the same sky. The moon has been with us for billions of years, and it will keep putting on these shows long after we're gone. Every time we look up and recognize a supermoon, a blue moon, or a blood moon, we're part of a long line of humans who've paused to appreciate the cosmos. We're not just looking at the moon, we're looking at the quiet, amazing mechanics of our solar system right above our heads. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the moon's most spectacular events. Now you know exactly what makes a supermoon super, a blue moon blue, even when it is not, and a blood moon red. You can tell your friends, point out the next event, and watch the sky with new understanding and awe. The universe is full of wonders, and sometimes the most amazing ones are closest to home. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.